That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ayy, 12 can't really stop shit, so I'm still pushing like a mosh pit. Ice dripping, think I'm hot shit. In a yellow bucket with the mop stick. I've been jugging jams like wholesale. Everything must go sell. Hitting bitches with the old well. Need 100 million on the low scale. On my worst night, I'm the best nigga. Wouldn't mess with you, couldn't cap to him. Homie spotted me like 700, brought 1100 right back to him. If I can't do it, then it ain't real. I just make dollars, I don't make deals. I've been going hard in the paint, still blowing kush clouds till I can't feel like. Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like. 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like. 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right?
For the record, for the record, for the record, for the record. Been a little too nice to y'all. Now I gotta up price on y'all. Snake eyes on dice for y'all. Shoulders on ice for y'all. 8-6 all the hay. I won't get involved today. Got lost in the ball and A's. I'm flipping the bars. I'm flipping the. On record, off record. I still count wins when they got it. On record, off record. I let them take advantage. I was wildin'. On record, off record deals. Tell them talk to Colin for the quote. On record, off record. I still want to act, not the ghost. For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link, no time to waste. Running through it with the young influence, adolescent presence, I'm succumbing to it. I've been giving yeses when I shouldn't do it. I complete ejected, but the moves elusive, and I'm barely moving, but I'm still gon' boost them. I can't work on winners when I know you're losing, so I work the winners and they throw the deuces. Guess I had to pivot, shooting no bazookas for the facts. I need racks, paper cash, fuck a tax, that's a joke. Tell them laugh, Uncle Sam, fuck out the bag. Brody plot, forget a whack. Contract, give me the max. I got laugh on my back. You ain't that, then it's raps. Whoa, whoa, whoa. For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link, no time to waste. Facts, I need racks, paper cash, fuck a tax, that's a joke. Tell them laugh, Uncle Sam, fuck out the bag. Brody plot, forget a whack. Contract, give me the max. I got laugh on my back. You ain't that, then it's raps. Whoa, whoa, whoa. For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link, no time to waste.
Riding with some killers with that energy. I just need a drink and then you know I'm feeling good. I ain't got no timing for no enemies. Today you get a pass for sliding back, you know I would. If you ain't tryna win, then what you in it for? Have to roll the dice or call it 10 or 4. Get yourself some paper, that's an antidote. But do it on the low unless it's need to know. I think I need to grow, feel like my ceiling's low. The way these niggas run their mouth but still ain't eating though. I got them beaten though, 'tis the season though. I'm just chillin' in the cut and let the speakers blow. I'm the dopest in the land, I'm the motherfucking man. Yeah, yeah. Still the dopest in the land. I'm the motherfucking man. Yeah.
All right, y'all know how this goes. I ain't got no damn money. If you want to come for me, you might as well go after the news outlets, because I ain't got shit, and you ain't gonna get shit. So with that in mind, I guess we should just begin, all right? So let's begin. Where the hell's my opener? God dang it.
Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win. I'm on 10.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's me. Let me move out of this way. I don't know what the hell is going on for real, but the shirt I put on ain't fitting right, and my titties are doing like missiles. So please excuse me. I'm gonna stay over here because this don't look right, and I didn't have time to change my outfit. Okay. So, anyways, let's begin on the first story. Well, let me go ahead and say hello.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello. It's me.
And so, anyways, before we do anything else, we're going to go ahead and look at the first bit, which is a hot tea, I guess you could say. So let's look at it. Come on now, that thing. Oh, for real? Number lock. All right, so former child actor sues the diddler alleging essay at 2007 networking event. I believe it. I'm just saying, dude is nasty. So anyways, so the diddler is facing yet another civil lawsuit, this time from a former child actor who alleges that Combs SA'd him during a Hollywood networking event in 2007. According to the lawsuit, the actor says he was under 18 years old when he attended the event and was invited into a private room under the promise of discussing career opportunities. The lawsuit claims that after being offered a drink, he was SA'd. The accuser is seeking damages for emotional trauma and other alleged harm. Combs' representatives have strongly denied the allegations, calling them false and financially motivated. His spokesperson said that Combs has never SA'd anyone, and that the claims will not hold up under scrutiny. As with all civil lawsuits, these are allegations that have not been proven in court. The lawsuit adds to a long list of legal challenges that have surrounded Combs over the past several years. Since 2023, numerous individuals have filed lawsuits accusing him of SA, abuse, and other misconduct. In a separate federal criminal case, Combs was convicted in 2025 on 2 accounts related to transportation for prostitution, but was acquitted for racketeering and sex trafficking charges. For real? I'm just saying, because I mean, if you traffic someone across state lines, then that is sex trafficking, isn't it? Anyways, he is currently serving a prison sentence that is not long enough while continuing to fight various civil claims. At this point, it feels like every few weeks, another lawsuit involving the diddler is making headlines. The allegations couldn't continue to pile up while the diddler and his legal team continue to deny wrongdoing. I guess it's good that he's rich. The courts will ultimately decide what is true, but there's no question that his troubles are far from over. Ugh, I don't know what to tell you. Now, this next one, we will take a break before we get into it because it pissed me off, and I think it's pissing off a whole bunch of people, and I don't think it's fair, and I'm really trying to bring attention off my chest. I will never wear this shirt again until I fix it. I did not realize this was going to happen. I'm not doing that again. But anyways, let me go ahead and hit y'all up with my commercial. If you like what I'm doing, or if you have some suggestions that could help me improve, please hit me up in the comments. Otherwise, could you please like and subscribe, please. I'm just trying to add, get a bigger group of people so we can have a community out here. But anyways, here go my commercial. I'll be right back.
It's just me and the fam. 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 Yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little tay, that's my girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with the racks out. Stay inside the house, turn.
So you see what this shit is. It's ridiculous. They shouldn't even do this. This is ridiculous. He is a teenager. He wasn't trying to, he's not a harm to the community right now. Dude was trying to be, I don't like it. Anyways, Karmelo Anthony sentenced to 35 years in prison after fatally stabbing teen at track meet. So, a Texas jury found 19-year-old Karmelo Anthony guilty for a murder in April of 2025, stabbing death of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf during a high school track meet in Frisco, Texas. The jury rejected Anthony's self-defense claim and sentenced him to 35 years in prison. Prosecutors argued that Anthony escalated a verbal confrontation by pulling a knife and stabbing Metcalf in the chest, while the defense argued that Anthony feared for his safety and acted in self-defense during a physical altercation. In this time and age, I wouldn't blame the boy, because anytime I see more than one that look like they could take me, I'm already like squaring up. I'm already trying to figure out what do I need to do just in case. The incident happened after a dispute under a school tent during a rain delay. Witnesses testified that Metcalf and others told Anthony to leave the tent. The confrontation became physical, and Anthony stabbed Metcalf once in the chest. Now, if he was really trying to do it to him, he probably would have stabbed him more than once. This is definitely not a passion crime. Anthony admitted he stabbed Metcalf, but maintained that he did so to protect himself. After hearing testimony and reviewing the evidence, the jury concluded that the prosecution proved beyond a doubt of murder. I don't agree. The case received national attention because of the racial dynamics involved. Because I'm irritated. Come on, Rick Chow is free. Okay, and he specifically chased that child down. But this motherfucker bullied him, and he's guilty. Just leave the boy alone. Anthony is black, Metcalf was white, and the jury ultimately contained no black jurors, because I want to know how the hell 3 teachers, were they his teachers? If they weren't in his school, why were they disqualified? I don't understand that. Supporters of Anthony argued that race influenced the outcome, while prosecutors and the victim's family argued the verdict was based on evidence presented in court. Honestly, many people have asked the question about Kyle Rittenhouse then. The legal differences come down to what the jury believed about self-defense. In the Rittenhouse case, the Wisconsin jury concluded that prosecutors failed to disprove self-defense beyond a reasonable doubt. The jury believed there was enough evidence that Rittenhouse reasonably feared imminent serious bodily harm during the shooting. He had a giant freaking force multiplier. What the fuck? I wouldn't have been scared. And I wouldn't have drove my ass where I don't live and put myself in the situation. How about that? In the Anthony case, the Texas jury reached the opposite conclusion. They heard the self-defense argument and rejected it, finding the prosecution proved murder beyond reasonable doubt. I don't agree. That does not necessarily mean everyone agrees with the verdict. Some people believe Anthony acted in self-defense. Others believe the stabbing was unjustified escalation of a fight. The jury's role is not to decide whether the defendant is good or bad. It is to determine whether the legal requirements for self-defense were met under the state law. In this case, the jury said they were not. You can kiss my ass with that. You're in Texas. Of course you would say that. This case has divided people across racial and political lines. Some see a young man who's panicked during a confrontation. Others see a teenager who brought a knife into a situation that never should have turned deadly. What is certain is 2 families are devastated. One man is dead, and another will spend decades in prison. That's the tragedy at the center of the noise. I mean, I need them to appeal personally. I really would like them to appeal, because this is some bullshit. I don't think the boy, he doesn't have a history of the shit. Why would you do this? I don't think he was meaning to take the boy's life. I really don't. Okay, I forgot to turn this bitch off already, because they trying to double team me with the fucking comments and shit. Shut the hell up. Anyways, moving on, because this is just devastating. We know how to save black women, but why are they still being murdered? Somebody tell me, because I'm telling you right now, y'all need to stop going on trips by yourself with men. You need to have a friend, a buddy system, something. Even if you have to bring like a brother or something, somebody who's going to have your back just in case shit don't go right. Or if somebody needs to come get you because your sibling ain't acting right in the room with them. That's all I'm saying. So this article from The Root focuses on a painful reality. America already knows many of the solutions that could reduce Black women's death during pregnancy and childbirth, yet the crisis continues. The article argues that the problem is no longer a lack of information. Researchers, doctors, advocates, and policymakers have spent years documenting why Black women experience significantly higher rates of maternal death than white women. This is true too. Studies consistently show that Black women are more likely to die from pregnancy-related causes, even when they are educated, insured, and financially secure. That was about Tatiana Ali. In other words, income and education do not eliminate the risk. Experts point to several factors: unequal access to health, maternal care deserts, implicit bias in medicine, delayed treatment, chronic stress from racism, and a healthcare system that's too often dismisses Black women's concern. Research has found that many pregnancy-related deaths are preventable if warning signs are recognized and treated quickly. The article also highlights that there are already proposed solutions. These include expanding access to prenatal and postpartum care, increasing the number of Black healthcare providers, funding community-based maternal health programs, extending Medicaid coverage, improving data collection, and addressing bias within the healthcare system. Legislation such as the Black Maternal Health Momnibus has been proposed successfully to tackle these disparities. Now, here's the part that should make everybody uncomfortable, though. We're not talking about a mystery. We're not talking about a disease nobody understands. We already know many of the reasons Black women are dying at higher rates during pregnancy and childbirth. The question isn't what's the problem. The question is, why aren't we moving faster to fix it? When people know the solutions, but the outcomes don't change, that's when accountability becomes part of the conversation. Real talk. I'm just saying. Now we're going to keep going. God dang it. Well, shit. Let's keep going then, because I have questions about this. In my opinion, don't think we should be boycotting all Asian people, because all Asian people didn't kill that boy. I think we should be boycotting fucking Ricky Chow. That's what I think. I don't care how many businesses he has. If you Black, you shouldn't be going to them. Now, if they want to jump and be froggy, we can turn it into something bigger. I don't know. But why some immigrant store owners are facing a modern civil rights boycott. So this article really isn't really about moving to an all-Black neighborhood. It's about growing frustration in some Black communities over economics and ownership. The Root article discusses how some Black activists and residents are encouraging people to spend their money with Black-owned businesses instead of immigrant-owned convenience stores, beauty supply stores, liquor stores, and other businesses that often operate in predominantly Black neighborhoods. The argument is that many of these businesses earn money from Black communities, but do not reinvest in them, hire locally, or support local causes. Some activists view this as an economic justice issue rather than simply a racial issue. Well, hey, Terry, I know for a fact that some people have actually they actually have hired Black folks. Like, I lived in Lake Charles, Louisiana, and there was a Black woman there. The owner was like Middle Eastern or something, but there was a Black woman there because they didn't know what the hell to tell us about hair. So they always had a Black woman or two running and roaming. Glad folks are taking that challenge. Yeah, we need to, because I'm sick of it. Me personally, I try to buy as much as I can that I can afford. But let's continue. The argument is that, I said that. So the article traces some of these tensions back decades. In many cities, immigrant groups were able to obtain financing, business opportunities, and family support networks that helped them establish businesses in neighborhoods where Black residents often faced barriers to ownership. As a result, many Black communities became consumers rather than owners of the businesses operating in their own neighborhoods, which is fucked up. Supporters of the boycott movement argue that economic power is a form of civil rights and that supporting Black-owned businesses is necessary for long-term community wealth. Of course it is. Birmingham boycott. Just saying. One thing I think people get wrong is assuming this conversation is about hating immigrants. That's not what many of these activists are saying. They're asking why billions of dollars flow out of black neighborhoods every year while black business ownership remains relatively low. Their argument is simple. Every community is encouraged to support its own businesses. So why should black communities be any different? So I'm just saying, I don't know what else to say about the shit, but we're gonna keep moving because this next one kind of hand in hand, because I mean it's really all about these two young boys that were that basically have had their lives taken from them. One metaphorically and one actually physically. So yeah, where's the next goddamn thing so I can do this right? I'm gonna bring this down because I'm just pissed off. But once again, I am trying to keep from y'all seeing this stupid ass shirt because I did not know it was going to do that shit. I really didn't. And had I known, I would have never put this shirt on if I couldn't fix it, or I would have fixed it. This is ridiculous. My chest does not point out like that. That is terrifying. You won't put somebody's eye out. But anyways, let's talk about this shit because seriously, it's getting to this point and I'm up for it. I am really, really, really up for this right here. So give me a second. Where is it? Yeah, here we go. You shouldn't have been talking shit. So after the Karmelo Anthony verdict, some black families are reconsidering life in predominantly white communities. Seriously, we need to get our shit together because otherwise, yeah. And we're at the point now where we can match energies. We weren't able to do that back in the day, but I feel like if we did these communities again and we're able to be self-sufficient. Hey, Joker. All right, I'll see you in a few. I'm just saying, if we could get together actually, and we don't have to be just all black. I'm just saying working force, because that is the whole thing they're trying to do is to keep us separated. But if we could actually get our shit together, we could have this shit like popping for real. Because these damn oligarchs are pissing me the fuck off. And I don't care what anybody says. I ain't got no sympathy for them. Seriously, I don't. The article explores a conversation that many black families are having after the Karmelo Anthony verdict. According to the Griot, some black parents say the case has forced them to rethink what it means to raise black children in predominantly white neighborhoods, schools, and communities. The concern isn't just about the verdict itself. It's about whether black children receive the same assumptions of innocence, empathy, and fairness when they become involved in highly publicized incidents. No, they do not. They don't get the same fair treatment. I knew what the fuck was happening as soon as they said it was in Texas and the motherfuckers was going to be an all white, all non-black jury. For some families interviewed, the case brought back memories of other incidents where they felt influenced public perception, media coverage, or the justice system. Was race influence. They expressed concerns about isolation, lack of representation, and whether their children would be judged differently than their white peers when conflicts arise. The article shows that these feelings are leading some families to consider living in communities where their children are surrounded by more black peers, teachers, professionals, and role models. I tell you the truth, my mom always kept me in like very mixed, melting pot kind of areas. But for real, when we moved to like 99% or 99.9% black, believe me, I felt really, really seen. I didn't feel like I had to do extra, man, maybe that damn, we should have been Crump. Where the hell was Ben Crump? Maybe they can get him now. At the same time, not all black families agree. Some argue that leaving predominantly white communities is not the answer and that black families should continue pursuing opportunities wherever they exist while teaching their children how to navigate racial realities. In other words, you want to teach them how to code switch. Got it. Others believe that representation, community support, and cultural belonging are important enough to factor into where they choose to live and raise their families. I would rather be in the amongst of my people. Maybe not all of them are kinfolk, but damn it, that's how I feel. Now, this story isn't really about Karmelo Anthony. It's about how people interpret what happened and what it means for their own families. For some black parents, the verdict reinforced fears that their children may not receive the benefit of the doubt in certain situations. For others, it's a reminder that they want their children growing up around people who look like them and understand their experiences. Whether you agree or disagree, it's a conversation about belonging, safety, identity, and community. Real talk. I'm sorry, but yeah, I need to be somewhere where there's more representation. You feel me? I want to feel welcome, safe, and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like if it could be mixed, cool. But if I could have the other part, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. All right, so now it's time for people terrorizing us. And this next one is I had a whole what you call it. Hello. This is my homegirl. She gonna be with me. I've been talking about the show. I'm about to do a new show with one of my old high school friends, and we just gonna be shooting the shit. So let me go ahead and show y'all that real quick. Okay, so now it doesn't want to work for real. I hate when shit happens like that. Come on now. You get on my goddamn nerves. You really do. Hold on. Give me a second. It likes to do this shit. I don't know why. And these damn cats are messing with me. Leave me alone. All right. Where is it now? Where is it? Okay, there it is. Here it is. This is the new commercial. We will be on 8 o'clock Central. 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central. If you in there, yeah. No, I'm not showing the shirt. I look like I got rockets for titties. Hell no. I didn't modify it. It's too late, and I can't change it. You can kiss my ass. I'm not doing it. Here's the commercial. I don't care what you say. I got issues with people that don't have eyebrows. My mama don't got no eyebrows. I didn't have some for a little stretch because I was trying to, get do the perfect eyebrows, and I always came home without them. The new show will be on this channel. Yeah, it'll be on this channel. And like I said, I got issues with folks with no eyebrows, like that chick from Wicked. She's weird and she ain't got no eyebrows. I'm just like, the fuck. Of course, you ain't got no eyebrows. Of course, that's the problem. Your head is cold. I think that's it. OnlyFans. It is not an OnlyFans t-shirt. I didn't even do it. Someone else designed this shirt. If not, drop the link to wherever it is. It'll be here. It'll be here, and I will not be camming up, but I will not have this. We're just going to be doing talking and maybe put some stuff on the screen, but it's actually going to be just real talk, aunties on the porch talking about just shooting the shit, really. Now let's go on to this next one because this is just pissing me off. Here we go. All right, so videos go viral showing people abuse black stress relief dolls in China. I've been sitting up here talking about this. I talked about this last time in my unhinged TED Talk. So now here's more information about it from other people. So a viral controversy erupted after video surfaced on Chinese social media showing people abusing black-colored stress dolls and sometimes called Natasha dolls. The videos reportedly show users punching, stomping on, stretching, and even pouring hot water on the doll, while lighter-skinned versions are treated differently. Critics say the trend goes beyond a toy fad and taps into long-standing racist stereotypes and dehumanizations of black people. The girl, I have a pen pal in Japan. I said, "Is this how y'all view us?" He said, "No, there's a lot of Japanese women dating black men." I don't know how that turned into that, but okay. The backlash has been especially strong beyond among black creators and commentators who argue that the issue isn't simply that a doll is being squeezed or stretched. The concern is that many videos specifically target black dolls for abuse while portraying them as less deserving of empathy. Matter of fact, I was watching a video on it today, and one person over there in China said it's because it's easier to see them not as human if they're dark. Not to mention these motherfuckers are going to Africa and touching other people's kids. Stop touching people. See, that's the problem. If you just stop touching people, things would be okay. Always touching motherfuckers. Anyways, the story also has reignited the conversation about the difference between individual experience and broader social attitudes. Many black travelers, teachers, students, and professionals have reported wonderful experience in Asian countries, while others have described encounters while stereotyping, discrimination, or ignorance about black people. Both realities can exist at the same time. Look, I wanted them to believe in it. Shit. I didn't want anybody sitting next to me on the damn subway. But for some reason, I'm sitting here facing a Japanese dude. There's a seat empty beside me. There's a seat empty beside him. Here comes a Japanese woman. I already got told I got resting bitch face. I'm thinking, okay, she ain't gonna sit next to me. I'm a big, scary black girl. Why she sit next to me and not next to the damn Japanese dude? What the fuck? I was like, come on now. Y'all sitting up here always talking about I look scary and shit. The one time I needed to work for me, it didn't work. Fuck. Anyways, what bothered me about this story wasn't just the dolls. It was the idea behind it. If people are choosing the black doll because they feel less sympathy for it, that's the part that should make people stop and think. I've lived in Asia. I taught in Asia. I know firsthand that not every Asian person is racist, and it would be wrong to paint millions of people with one brush. But that doesn't mean anti-black attitudes don't exist. They do. And when the videos like this go viral, they force people to have uncomfortable conversations about why some groups are seen as less human than others. And for me, I think it's important distinction to make criticize the behavior, condemning a whole race or nationality. But see, real talk, why the fuck are y'all doing that? I done taught some of your kids. She wanted to touch your hair. She didn't touch my hair. The Korean lady touched my hair though, and that scared the shit out of me. I was trying to look something up on my phone before I crossed the street to get some ice cream because it was hot as hell, like it's hot as hell now. Shit, it's hot. Let me get a fan. And it's like fucking 79 degrees. They talking about this degrees are gonna plummet my ass. Moving on, because they ain't done terrorizing us. Somali referee denied U.S. entry receives hero's welcome after historic world bid ends. See, you motherfuckers get on my damn nerves. You voted for this bullshit. Now you can't even have a proper damn World Cup. I don't even like soccer and I'm annoyed. So imagine spending years working your way to the top of your profession, making history for your country, getting approved, getting your visa, arriving at the airport, and then being told you're not coming in. That's exactly what happened to Somali referee Omar Artan. Omar Artan was set to make history as the first Somali referee ever selected to officiate at the FIFA World Cup. In 2025, he was named Africa's best male referee and earned a coveted spot on FIFA's final officiating roster for the 2026 World Cup. I wish I could do that. I mean, not that, but I mean, I'm more interested in the female one. I don't know where I was going. I'm a little high. According to reports, Arden traveled to Miami to join the World Cup training camp after receiving a valid U.S. visa through Somali embassy. However, upon arrival, U.S. Customs and Border Protection, those dumbasses, denied him entry, citing unspecified vetting concerns. Racist ass bitches. FIFA. Why did I say FIFA? FIFA subsequently removed him from the World Cup officiating team, ending that what would have been a historic moment for Somali. You dirty ass bitches, god dang it. I'm not Somalian, but you dirty ass bitches. This motherfucker perfected his craft, and y'all gonna do that because of the racist orangutan in the White House. And it wasn't Washington Ave, it was Philadelphia Ave. I had the wrong damn street. 16 Philadelphia Ave. That's where the orangutan lives. Anyways, So the decision sparked outrage across Somali and throughout the international soccer community. When Arden returned home to, I ain't saying that, Mogadishu. I hope I said that right. He was greeted by cheering crowds, government officials, and thousands of supporters waving Somali flags. Instead of being welcomed onto a World Cup field, he was welcomed home as a national hero. Rather than expressing bitterness, Arden encouraged Somali youth not to lose hope and promised that he would continue striving to represent his country on the world stage. He probably should have went to Canada or Mexico. They would have brought his ass in and treated him like a real hero, not like a damn suspect like we doing. Somali prime ministers praised him for bringing honor to the nation and said he had already secured his plan in history regardless of what happened. Now, whether you agree with the government's decision or not, I don't. Put yourself in the man's shoes. He did everything right. He worked his way to the highest level of international soccer. He got selected by FIFA. He got the visa. Then the dream was taken away at the airport. For a lot of black people watching this story, it feels like another example of how sometimes you can do everything you're supposed to do and still find the door slammed in your face. Be pissing me the fuck off. Anyways, moving on. We're still in this lane here. Let's go check out the next story. New Stanford study how AI is shutting down black applicants out of entire industries. The fuck? We just can't get no damn help, can we? All right, so let me get this straight. You spend the thousands on school, update your resume, write the cover letter, apply to dozens of jobs, never hear back, and it might not even be a human rejecting you. A new Stanford study says AI could be screening out black applicants before a person ever sees their application. A new study, a Stanford-led study examining more than 4 million job applications, found that AI hiring systems used by major employers may disproportionately reject black and Asian applicants. See what you did when you got rid of affirmative action? Look, now we both in the shithole. Researchers discovered significant racial disparities in how these systems recommended candidates for the next stage of hiring. If black applicants had been selected at the same rate as the most favored group, researchers estimated that tens of thousands more applications would have advanced. What makes the findings even more troubling is that many companies use the same AI vendors to screen applicants. Look, I've been trying to report some of these damn stories, and some of these AIs like TLDR and this other one called First Liner, they do not report shit when it comes to us and equity, like black equity. It'll tell you no content and all this other shit. I done called them out on it. The thing gave me statistics. Anyways, let's see. What makes the findings even more troubling is that I already said that. Researchers called this an algorithmic monoculture, meaning if one system is biased, that bias can spread across hundreds of employers at the same time. The study found that some applicants who applied to multiple jobs screened by the same AI system were repeatedly rejected across different companies. Look, I done took my whole damn name and just put in. The researchers analyzed hiring data from more than 150 employers and found evidence that black applicants were adversely affected in a substantial percentage of hiring decisions. They warned that as AI becomes more common in recruiting, these systems could create barriers that are difficult for job seekers to even recognize because the decision-making process is largely hidden from view. If I had a middle name, this would be easier to handle, you know? Girl, I'm not either. Now, this story right here is going to make a lot of black folks stop and think. How many times have we been told just get the degree, just update your resume, just apply more? But what happens when the gatekeeper isn't even a person? What happens when the algorithm decides who's worthy of an interview before a hiring manager even sees your name? And as somebody pursuing a career in cybersecurity, this should concern all of us. AI can be a powerful tool, but if it learns from biased data, it can automate discrimination at a scale we've never seen before. That's why transparency and accountability matters. Oh, Lord have mercy. But we're going to keep going because this next one is just, it's a little satisfying, but at the same time, why, dude? Why? Moving on. A man who unalived O'Shea Sibley after he danced at a gas station is convicted. That's good, but what the hell was wrong with dancing at the... Is he dancing on you? That's my only question. Was he dancing on you? Was he grinding? Was he touching you? If that's the case, then yeah, go ahead and push him. You ain't got to off him. Oh man, but imagine stopping for a gas after... Yeah. Imagine stopping for gas after a day at the beach, dancing with your friends to Beyonce and never making it home. That's what happened to O'Shea Sibley, and now the man responsible has finally been convicted. A New York jury has convicted 20-year-old Dmitry Popov, oh Lord, of first-degree manslaughter. Really? Manslaughter for him, but first degree for Karmelo. All right. First degree manslaughter as a hate crime in 2023, unaliving O'Shea Sibley, a 28-year-old gay dancer and choreographer. Sibley and his friends were dancing and voting to Beyonce's music at Brooklyn gas station when they were confronted by another group. Prosecutors said that the group hurled anti-black and anti-gay slurs before the situation escalated. See? During the trial, Popov claimed that he acted in self-defense. At least this didn't work. However, prosecutors argued that he and his group were the aggressors, taunting Sibley and his friends because they were openly expressing themselves as gay men. So when old boy touched the little black boy, wasn't that enough? Fuck, I can't stand y'all. The jury ultimately rejected the self-defense argument and found Popov guilty of manslaughter as a hate crime, along with several related charges. This should have been straight up first-degree murder. He faces up to 25 years in prison. Really? 35 for the poor boy that was defending himself, but 25 years for this jackass for a hate crime. Wow. When he is sentenced by later this month. The case drew national attention because many viewed it as an attack motivated by racism and homophobia, which it was. O'Shea's death sparked vigils, protests, and tributes from across the country, including recognition from Beyonce herself. Lord, why did he have to enjoy it after, when he gone? I'm glad this man's family got justice. That's what I'm saying. Prosecutors said the conviction sends a message that targeting people because of who they are will not be tolerated. Let's be clear. O'Shea Sibley wasn't committing a crime. He wasn't attacking anybody. He wasn't threatening anyone. He was just dancing. Dancing. The jury concluded that this wasn't just a fight that got out of hand. They determined that hate played a whole role in it. And that's why, hold on. So it's spam. And that's why this case resonated with so many people. Nobody should have to fear for their life because they're black, because they're gay, or because they're simply existing in public. It's bullshit. Leave that fucking man alone. I was dancing at the gas station too. What you gonna do to me, damn it? I'm not a man, but damn it. Anyways, moving on, because we got one last one, I think. And this one just is ridiculous as fuck. I don't understand how this happened. See, you're putting AI in too much shit that it don't need to be in. Florida man used AI to jail a black man. Turns out for the police. Turns out he was 400 miles away. How the fuck? See, this shit get on my damn nerves. Where is it? I wonder if this gonna work. Nope.
Grateful Heat pitch.
Oh, hell yeah, it worked. All right. So now we've got a new problem. It's not just biased people making bad decisions. It's computers making bad decisions. And then people blindly trusting the computer. Y'all see me argue with my script half the time. The shit is generated by AI, but I promise you, if I know something is different or I know what the hell the real truth is, I'm going to argue it. A Florida man was arrested, charged, and publicly labeled a criminal because an AI system got it wrong. According to reports, Florida resident Robert Dillon was arrested after police used facial recognition software that claimed there was a 93% match between him and a suspect accused of attempting to lure a child. The problem? Dillon lived more than 400 miles away, and said he had never been to the city where they alleged the crime occurred. And there was evidence that should have raised serious questions about whether police had the right person. The lawsuit filed on Dillon's behalf alleges investigators relied heavily on the AI match. That says you're lazy and complacent. That's what that tells me. and ignored information that pointed away from him. License plate reader the data reportedly showed none of his vehicles were near the scene. Investigators also allegedly used poor quality image from a surveillance footage. Now that's just rude and disrespectful. Yet still treated the facial recognition result as reliable enough to pursue criminal charges. Bitch, you just wanted a quota. Eventually, the case was dismissed and the charges were dropped. Civil rights advocates say this case is part of a growing pattern across the country and let you know that most AIs are made for the mayonnaise. I'm just saying. Multiple people, many of them black, have reportedly been wrongly arrested after facial recognition systems incorrectly identified them as suspects. Critics argue that these systems often perform worse on people of color and that officers can become overly confident in AI generated matches, even when other evidence points elsewhere. Please do your jobs. It is not just your job to arrest fuckers. It is your job to look at your evidence and see, does this person have enough evidence to arrest motherfuckers? Of course it is, girl. Now this is where things get scary. People keep saying AI is objective. AI is neutral. AI doesn't see race. But AI learns from data created by human beings. And if the data is flawed, the results can be flawed too. And this is fucking AI saying the shit right now. What you say? Did he sue? Yeah, he's suing. Someone's suing on his behalf. This whole damn script was written by AI. Some of it where I'm coming out and I'm arguing with it, that's me. But it just said itself that if it's learning flawed, it's going to tell you flawed. Imagine getting arrested in front of your family, having your mugshot online forever, and being accused of something you didn't do because a computer said you look like somebody else. That's not justice. That's a warning. Technology should help investigations, not replace them. A computer match should be the beginning of an investigation, not the end of it, you lazy bastards. Get on my goddamn nerves. Moving on, let's see. All right, now it's Terry's favorite part of the show, playing stupid games and winning stupid prizes. My goddamn mom does that shit to me all the time. She always said that to me. She said, you ask silly games, you're going to get silly answers. Well, she said, answer silly questions, you get silly answers. And she'll give you a really silly ass question. You be sitting up there like, why did you tell me that? Anyways, here we go. I don't want the second, I want this. I'm on in my head, sweet, I'm alright. I've been moving like a house. Now, on a lighter edge, Kansas City brothers lemonade stands get police support after 911 complaint turns into community moment. See, I'm so glad this shit happened, you dirty bastards. Leave them kids alone. Oh, man. See, it's not working. It's not always working. I hate that shit. Anyways, where's my thing? Do I still have my 911? I do not have my someone call 911. I'm gonna have to get it up here. Anyways, y'all, I can't make this up. Somebody was so bothered by two little black boys selling lemonade that they called 911. Not because there was a crime, not because anybody was in danger, because two kids were selling lemonade. In Kansas City, brothers Perez and Jackie, I hope I said that right, Reese, were doing what kids have done for generations, running a lemonade stand in their neighborhood to earn a little money. The brothers have been selling lemonade, Kool-Aid, and snacks for several summers near their home when someone decided to call 911 to complain about it. I bet you it was some jackass that was new to the neighborhood. When police and firefighters arrived, for real, firefighters? Things did not go the way the caller probably expected. Instead of shutting down the stand, Officer Morgan Reed started calling fellow officers and encouraging them to stop by and support the boys. Within about 30 minutes, officers and first responders had purchased more drinks and snacks to help the brothers earn roughly $280 in one day. Yes. Let them kids make their money. And look, it was a white cop, so I'm not saying all of them are bad, but damn it, not all of y'all are good either. And you outrank us. You outnumber our asses. You don't outrank us. You outnumber us. Black people doing anything always bothersome. That's what I'm saying. The story gets even better. Perez said he wants to use some of the money to help homeless people and save for an e-bike he has wanted for years. His brother Jackie I hope I'm saying that right, said he planned to buy diapers for his niece and nephew. The boys were also invited to attend a free youth football camp sponsored by police department. I hope they go. I bet that'll be fun. See, this is what happens when people somebody lets bitterness do their thinking for them. Imagine calling 911 because some kids are outside hustling the old-fashioned way instead of sitting in the house on the phone all day, or trying to charge you $10 bottles of water in the middle of traffic. No damn well you can't get away from them. Whoever made the call thought that they were going to stop those boys from making money. Instead, they accidentally gave them their biggest sale of the day, of the summer. That is why this is called play stupid games and win stupid prizes. The caller tried to create a problem and ended up helping the very people they were complaining about. Got on my last damn nerves, you dirty bastards. I'm so glad it changed. Now, if you're a Knicks fan, I don't really like sports, but I'm always there for free food. Trump got booed at the Knicks game and mostly heard cheers. Now that motherfucker is like, y'all please tell me why y'all let this motherfucker do the shit he does. It's gonna cause me an aneurysm. Shit, I'm not even being affected and I'm pissed off. Now don't come and think I'm rich. I'm not. I'm just being taken care of because I had no sense in joining the military and got fucked up. Anyways, y'all ever heard somebody get caught on camera doing something and turn around and tell you what you saw with your own eyes didn't happen? Well, welcome to today's episode of Play Stupid Games and Win Stupid Prizes. During Game 3 of the NBA Finals at Madison Square Garden, the dumbass orangutan became the first sitting, if you want to call him that, to attend an NBA Finals game. When he appeared on the arena's jumbotron during the national anthem, saluting like a dumbass, videos from inside the arena captured a loud chorus of boos from many fans. Multiple news outlets described the reaction as overwhelmingly negative. Although some fans could be heard cheering, you jackasses. After the game, however, Trump described the crowd reaction very differently. He has dementia. Speaking to reporters, he said the reception was very good and that it was mostly cheers, calling the crowd enthusiastic and supportive. Supportive for you going on to the lower room, maybe. He was sleeping. I know he had to be farting that place up. Oh, he looked like he got gas 24/7. He really do. They are burning sage to get rid of the rump curse. Not even joking. I wouldn't, but 13 games. You bring your trifling ass there, fuck up everybody's happiness, and they lose the game. I don't even like sports like that, and I'm like, damn, there you go again. Shit. I mean, seriously, go away. Just, or
here's another idea that's going to be very controversial. You could shut the fuck up.
I've heard, thankfully, they said if he was going to the fourth game, and I heard he's not going. So hopefully they get the shit back. Now listen, whether you support somebody politically or not, it isn't even the point here. The point is that Madison Square Garden gave its opinion, and apparently somebody in the building got a different soundtrack, a completely different soundtrack. At some point, you've got to respect the replay. If there's video, audio, thousands of witnesses, and half the internet saying the same thing, maybe don't tell people they didn't hear what they heard. I take your word for it. Shit, they need to burn the whole damn room down. Kill it with fire. Okay, so you just don't want to work. You really ain't gonna work. And that's not gonna work either.
That shit is gross.
That's how I feel. Anyways, that's why this lands in the stupid games and stupid prizes. The crowd gave a reaction. The cameras caught it. Then the internet spent the next 24 hours roasting the response. Woo, Lord, you want to talk about delusional. Woo-woo. Woo-woo. Now, you know how I feel about this dude. So, you know if I'm actually taking his side, this is some fucked up shit. God dang it, I'm actually agreeing with the motherfucker, and I can't stand his ass. You need your rest. Stephen A. Smith claps back at Drumpf after low IQ jab following Game 3 of NBA. Do you even know what IQ stands for, you ignorant ass bastard? Jesus. Because I took the damn thing and I keep getting over 120. You kiss my ass, damn it. I get bored halfway through too. I'm serious. It be getting on my fucking nerves. I'm like, how many more questions are there? I'm tired. I want to go do something. Ooh, squirrel, like my homegirl says. Let me see here now. Because he just get on my nerves always talking about IQ, IQ, IQ. Your IQ is horrible. Your wife can't speak English good enough. And this is ridiculous. Y'all need to be, it is intelligent quotient, you jackass. Anyways, now this right here is one of those stories where two people with microphones, giant egos, and millions of followers decide they're going to have a public argument everyone else gets front row seats to. So the latest war of words between sports commentator Stephen A. Smith and the orangutan started with Smith publicly criticizing decisions to attend Game 3 of the NBA Finals at Madison Square Garden. Smith said he didn't want the monkey there, not because of politics, but because the security surrounding a seating, if you want to call him that, would create a chaos for fans trying to enjoy the game. He even joked that if the Knicks lost, he was blaming the monkey. Or primate, I don't know what the fuck he is. Is an orangutan a primate or a monkey? Wait, it doesn't have a tail. It's a primate. Anyways, after the game, the feud escalated. Smith mocked reports that Drumpf appeared sleepy during the game. What do you mean sleepy? He was asleep. And joked that maybe he needed some rest. Drum fired back on social media, calling Smith a low IQ commentator, an arrogant fool, and a dumb as a rock. I know you ain't talking, jackass. Nothing bad could happen, only good. The fuck? Drumpf also took aim at a speculation that Smith could one day run for political office, saying he would be laughed out of politics. If he ran, I would probably become an alcoholic. Smith didn't back down. On ESPN, he challenged the monkey comments and said he compare IQs with the anytime. What started as a sports commentator about the NBA Finals quickly turned into a headline grabbing politic feud that spread across sports media, political media, and social media. It's basically an arrogant, loud asshole man versus a monkey. I mean, a primate, an orange primate, an ugly orange naked primate. Nobody in that whole building is very attractive. Not at all. I mean, if you're going to fuck me up, at least be good looking. Anyway, so see, this is why this story lands and play stupid games and win stupid prizes. Stephen A made a joke. Drumpf responded. Stephen A responded to the response. Then Drumpf responded to the response to the response. And at some point, everybody got involved, forgot there was an NBA Finals going on. And here's the funny part. The Knicks lost a finals game, and somehow the biggest headline afterward is in basketball. It's two grown, if you want to call him a man, it's just one grown man and orangutan arguing through television cameras and social media posts. I said just one fuck man and an orangutan. That's all I got to say about that. Let me see. What's the next story so we can keep moving? Because I'm telling you, we're getting out here early. We got another fashion show, by the way. All right, that's it for doing the stupid games and the stupid prizes. We about to go ahead and move into some educational stuff. So before I do that, let me go ahead and say this again. If you are in the area and you have the time, or you have the time and the money and you want to go over there and be a part of something, go check out the 7 days in DC. It's going to be June 28th to July 26th, and it will be at the National Capitol. You can get involved, go over to Political Drain, and he will tell you more. You can find the webpage, all the information. Once again, if you're interested, check out, Rumpin' Fugitive is fugitive with man? I thought he thought women. What you talking about? Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. It was it was a girl. It was a little boy. It was a boy. He was under 18. Is that what you asking about? Because otherwise, these two jackasses here, I don't know. They get on my last nerves. Both of them jackasses. But I can't believe you got me sitting up here agreeing with the fucker. Anyways, let's move on. And we're going to go ahead and look at my commercial. And then we are going to go ahead and look at some history. Here we go. If you like what I'm doing or if you have some suggestions, hit me up in the comments. Otherwise, please like, share, and where the hell is that button? Thank you. So I'll be right back.
It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the. It's just me and the fam. Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little tay, that's my girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with the racks out. Stay inside the house, turned.
Okay, I'm about to do this, but how dare you sit your butt up here and drink and not share with folks? How rude. Here we go. Oh, shit.
Yo, so many, hey, so many, yo, so many, yo, it's too many lies. Look in my eyes, they know I'm the truth. Knocking them down every time I step in the booth. We ain't got a lie, they know we the vibe, we live in the proof. Young conscious, shoot my life a movie, I live in a spook. Ain't no sticking around, I'm on the move, I'm checking the deuce. Yeah, it's only us two, so you know we copping that cool. We on the road, smoking dope, look at the view. Yeah, we used to chill on the stove, now we out here breaking the nose. It ain't shit you.
So, ingenious stories of daring slave escapes that will make you proud to be black, because it's been a horrible fucking week for us. Whenever somebody says enslaved people just accepted slavery, I know they don't know history. Black folks escaped by train, by boat, on foot, in boxes, in disguise, and sometimes using plans so bold they sound like Hollywood scripts. Not rump fighting with a man. I thought he only fought with women. You would think that, but nah. No, that's on Sundays, girl. That's on Sundays. You missed it. It's on go to the Sunday one and it's up in there. Right now, maybe I should double it up since these are getting shorter, but let me see how Wednesdays go. If it's still short, then yeah, we'll try to do it doubled up. But part 10 was on Sunday. Okay, so let's talk about this. So, one of the most incredible escape stories in American history belongs to Ellen and William Craft. Enslaved in Georgia, the married couple knew that a traditional escape would likely end in capture. So, they developed a plan that was both risky and brilliant. See, we don't give a damn, god dang it. We just don't give a shit. Ellen was light-skinned enough to pass as white. To avoid suspicion, she disguised herself as a wealthy white man traveling with her servant. William posed as her enslaved attendant. The two then boarded trains, steamboats, and other forms of public transportation, traveling openly through the South and into North while surrounded by people who would have returned them to slavery if their secret had been discovered. Damn it, if you say we dumb, you mother, you can't say we dumb. Look at that damn plan right there. And that's because, and that's when y'all denied us education, bitch. Where is it? It's not going to work again. I was happy with the first one, though. Anyways, the plan worked because it exploited the very racial assumptions that slavery depended on. People saw what they expected to see: a wealthy white traveler and a servant. After a dangerous journey covering hundreds of miles, the Crafts reached freedom in Philadelphia and became famous abolitionists, sharing their story with the world. Their story is just one example of the extraordinary courage displayed by enslaved people. Others escaped by hiding in crates, disguising themselves as sailors, taking control of ships, or traveling through the Underground Railroad despite the threat of capture, torture, or death. This is why Black history matters. Too often we're taught slavery as if Black people were simply waiting for freedom to arrive. That's not what happened. Black people resisted, escaped, organized, and risked everything for freedom. Ellen and William Craft didn't wait for somebody to save them. They used intelligence, courage, and determination to change their own destiny. And speaking of Black excellence, we're going to keep moving on with the next story. Unfortunately, it's a little sadder, but it's still history. The tragic story of legendary R&B diva Phyllis Hyman. It's so sad that our greatest people have gone through so much shit. So sometimes we celebrate the voice and never learn the story. Tonight's Black History Moment is about one of the greatest singers many younger people have never heard of, Phyllis Hyman, a woman with a once-in-a-generation voice who spent years battling behind the scenes. Yes, that was an outstanding plan, girl. Could you imagine more? I'm going to go look up some more of them. I might just make a whole new segment. Escape of the week. Phyllis Hyman was one of the most powerful and respected R&B and jazz vocalists of the 1970s and 80s. Known for songs like You Know How to Love Me, Living All Alone, and Old Friend, Hyman possessed a rich, soulful voice that earned her admiration from fans and fellow artists alike. Yet, despite her talent and success, she often struggled with depression and feelings of loneliness. Throughout her career, Hyman faced challenges in music industry, including pressure from record labels, difficult personal relationships, and mental health struggles that were not widely discussed at this time. Friends and colleagues later revealed that behind her glamorous public image was a woman dealing with profound emotional pain. On June 30th, 1995, at the age of 45, Hyman died by self deletion in New York City. News of her death shocked the music world. Afterward, many fans learned for the first time that she had been battling severe depression and bipolar disorder. I don't have bipolar. Her passing became a reminder that fame, talent, and success do not protect someone from mental health challenges. Today, Hyman is remembered not only for her incredible voice, but also for helping spark conversations about mental health in Black community, and a topic that often is ignored or stigmatized during her lifetime. Phyllis Hyman's story reminds us that you never really know what somebody is carrying. People saw gowns, the performance, the applause, the success, and what they didn't always see was the pain. And that's why her legacy matters. Not just because she could sing, but because her story reminds us that mental health is health. We lost too many gifted people because they suffered in silence. They claimed her death was suspicious. Probably was that too. But that woman was fighting with some shit as well. So, like I said, a lot of people tend to do that. I'm so sad about it. I'm so sad about it. So let's keep moving. Let's see, we're gonna move on into culture, but before I do that, once again I want to shout out my new show coming out. With It's a collaboration with one of my old high school friends. It's coming out on Sunday, 8 Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. We just shooting the shit and talking about crazy stuff. And if you'd be so kind to please check it out on Friday. I'm hoping it does very good. Here goes the commercial right here. I hope it works this damn time. Where the hell is it? There it is. I don't care. I still got a problem with people with no eyebrows. But before I continue again, let me go promo one more time. If you're in the DC area and you got the time, go check out, where is it? Damn it. Here it is. Go check out 7 Days in DC. For more information, go check Political Drain. That's where you can get the website and all that other information. It's going to be June 28th to July 4th if you're in the area. I do not celebrate July 4th. I celebrate December 5th. 1865. So fuck you. And I am not celebrating 250th either, because my family wasn't free for 250 years. But once again, that's 7 days in DC. Please check it out. Now we're gonna go into the culture part. And we're gonna talk about some stuff. We're talking about religion, we're talking about men, we're talking about everything. Culture part. All right, hold on. I'm not sure if this is the right story, because this is about the village, but is this the village story? Let me check here. Yeah, this is the village story. All right. So, this is basically, let me check. Is it really? No, this is not. Hold on. Give me a second. This is not the right story. I need to grab this right story. Hold on. I'll have it in a second. Okay, give me a second. Here we go. All right, so this is for y'all church folks. I'm trying to get back there. Now, y'all church folks can say amen real quick. Eat when the pastor starts talking about blessings. But according to a new study, here's a big gap in between wanting to give consistently and actually doing it. A new national study found that while most Christians say they want to support their churches and charitable causes on a regular basis, um, only 30% actually give consistently throughout the year. Researchers say the issue isn't a lack of generosity, it's a lack of consistency. The findings are particularly important for Black churches, which have historically served as much more than places of worship. Many Black churches provide food assistance, youth programs, senior support, educational programs, scholarships, emergency assistance, community outreach. These ministries often depend on regular giving to keep operating. The study suggests that many believers genuinely want to give, but everyday financial pressures, inflation, debt, unexpected expenses, and inconsistent budgeting often get in the way. As a result, many people give occasionally rather than making charitable giving a regular habit. Faith leaders say they challenge its convincing isn't convincing people that generosity matters. The challenge is helping people turn good intentions into long-term action. Churches across the country are increasingly looking for ways to teach financial stewardship while also encouraging consistent support for ministry and community programs. I could get on that, but I can't get on it when it's a mega church having people sitting up there with all gold teeth running around in freaking Escalades and stuff and rich mansions, planes. I'm not given to that. No. Now, let me say something that might step on a few people's toes. A lot of people want to be generous. Most people aren't waking up saying, I don't want to help anybody. The reality is life is expensive. Rent is high, groceries are high, insurance is high, every damn thing is high. But here's the flip side. A lot of programs people love from their church don't run on prayers alone. Somebody has to keep the lights on. Somebody has to fund the food pantry. Somebody has to support the youth ministry. And whether you give to your church, a charity, a scholarship fund, or a community organization, consistency often matters more than the amount. A whole lot of people doing a little bit consistently can change a whole community. So in other words, even if you got $1 and in your pocket you got 10, just give the dollar. At least that dollar is going to help someone. You know what I'm saying? Give the dollar. I personally am trying to find a church that's on Saturdays because from what I've read in the Bible, the week didn't change, doggone it. And the new and Sunday is kind of paganish, really, the name of the pagan. But I'm not going to go on anybody's religion. So that's why I fast on Saturday. I don't eat from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. But currently, I don't do that at all on every day. Well, so that's not, I need to get up on that. I need to start eating more. And that's expensive. But anyways, we're going to move back on to some other stories because this is not the only culture story. We got another story talking about Black men. So if you know some Black men or you know some young men who need to hear this, you might want to stick around. Give me a second. I'm trying to get to it because I learned a new way. Instead of using a whole bunch of different engines, I'm only using one engine this time. I'm tired of it. Because it's very annoying trying to move the story. I moved the story about 3-4 times before I even get to say it. So here we go. Here's the story. All right. There it is. So let me make that bigger so y'all can see. Let me see here now. There we go. How the village can keep Black men alive. You know, growing up Black, we always heard the phrase, it takes a village. But somewhere along the way, a lot of our villages got smaller. According to a new article from the Griot, that may be costing Black men their health and in some cases their lives. June is Men's Health Month, and this year's theme focuses on the importance of support systems in men's lives. The article points out that Black men continue to face some of the highest rates of hypertension, heart disease, diabetes, prostate cancer in America. And at the same time, many Black men are less likely to seek preventive health care and more likely to wait until a health problem becomes serious before seeing a problem. I lost 2 uncles a year behind each other. No, 3 uncles a year behind each other for that shit. Experts say one of the biggest factors is it, and it's not just men, it's women too. Old women don't want to go to the doctor either. Um, Biggest factor in improving outcomes is having a strong village. That village can include spouses, family members, friends, faith communities, mentors, workout partners, and even co-workers who encourage men to get checkups, take care of their mental health, and make healthier choices. The article notes that health is rarely an individual journey. The people around us often influence whether we seek help or suffer in silence. The piece also discusses how historical mistrust of the healthcare system, cultural expectations around toughness, and the growing epidemic of loneliness among men can create additional barriers. Health advocates argue that involving men's black men's health will require not only individual responsibility but also stronger communities and support networks. Now, let me say something that might make some people uncomfortable. All right. We tell black men to be strong all the time. Be strong, tough it out, keep pushing, handle it yourself. But actually, I've been told that too. And I'm a damn woman. But sometimes being strong means going to a doctor. Sometimes being strong means talking to somebody. Sometimes being strong means admitting you're not okay. I am never okay at this point. And for us as a community, we can't keep saying we love our black men and then disappear when they need support. I tell them all the damn time. They don't listen to me either. The village isn't just something grandma used to say. The village is the difference between isolation and connection, between catching problems early and finding out too damn late. Take y'all asses to the damn doctor. Get on my goddamn nerves. Let me see here. Now, we're not done with culture either. We got one more. From prison to purpose, transforming reentry in San Francisco. So this is an uplifting one for anybody who's been in jail and feels like their life is over. It ain't. So you ever notice how many people love talking about crime but don't want to talk about what happens after somebody serves their time? Everybody says they want people to do better, but what does that actually look like? Well, this story out of San Francisco might be the answer. A program in San Francisco is helping formerly incarcerated people successfully transition back into society by providing something many returning citizens never receive: support, opportunity, and a pathway. I think Massachusetts or Boston has some too. The initiative focuses on helping people coming home from prison find housing, employment, education, mentorship, and community resources, instead of treating formerly incarcerated individuals as permanent outcasts. The program recognizes that many people simply need a chance to rebuild their lives after serving their sentences. Advocates involved with the effort say one of the biggest challenges facing people leaving prison is reentry itself. Even after paying their debt to society, many struggle to find secure housing, jobs, reconnect with their family, and overcome the stigma attached to having a criminal record. Without support systems, many face enormous obstacles that can lead to the cycle of poverty, homelessness, and reoffending. The program highlighted in this article aims to break the cycle by helping participants discover purpose and stability. Organizers say the goal is not only reducing recidivism, in other words, recycling, but also strengthening entire communities by helping people become productive, engaged citizens. Now, this right here is what I mean when I say we need solutions, not just outrage. Let's just be honest. If somebody serves time, come home, get a job, stays out of trouble, takes care of their family, and contributes to the community, isn't that exactly what we're supposed to want? Too many times we talk about punishment, but not enough about restoration. We talk about locking people up, but not enough about helping them stay free. And for Black communities, especially where incarceration has impacted so many families, successful reentry isn't just a personal issue. It's a community issue, because jail is honestly just another way of slavery, real talk. Sometimes change in a life doesn't start with prison sentences. Sometimes it starts with a second chance. Seriously, I'm sick of this. Sometimes people need that. Sometimes you need a third and a fourth. Now, if it gets to 10, you're just helping them now. You're just helping them. But moving on, because we still in culture. This is something for the parents. I hate to show this, but seriously, After Carmelo Anthony's verdict, parents are having conversations they never wanted to have. I know they are, and it's terrifying. One thing about being a black parent in America, sometimes the conversation you have with your children aren't conversations you want to have. After Carmelo Anthony verdict, a lot of black parents are once again talking about race, safety, and how quickly a young person's life can change. Following the guilty verdict in the Carmelo Anthony case, many black parents say they're having difficult conversations with their children about conflict, perception, and how race can shape the way incidents are viewed by public and the justice system. For some families, the case is bigger than one teenager or one verdict. It becomes discussion about how black youth are perceived, how quickly confrontations can escalate, and the consequences that can follow a split-second decision. Parents interviewed in the article expressed concerns about making sure their children understand not only how to stay safe physically, but also how to navigate situations that can quickly spiral out of control. The article highlights a reality many black families know well: conversations about driving interactions with authority, public behavior, conflict resolution, often carry an added layer of concerns because of fears of about black children, how black children may be treated or perceived. While opinions remain divided about the verdict itself, many parents agree on one thing. They want their children to understand that a single moment can have a lifetime consequences for everyone involved. And this story hit me hard because at the end of the day, two families are hurting. One young man lost his life. Another young man lost his freedom. And now parents across the country are looking at their children and asking, how do I prepare them for a world where one bad decision, one bad day, or one confrontation can change everything? And that's not an easy conversation, but it's one a lot of black families are having right now. And that's freaking terrifying. And it's horrible that we have to do that in a country we were born in, of no choice of our own. But that's it for, the culture. We're about to go ahead and move into what you call it, I forgot again. Business. But before I do that, I want to do my little commercial again so y'all can see. I just hope I do too. I hope they get Ben Crump, because I think that's too many years. Even if you want to send him to jail for having a knife, I think 5, 10. That's enough. That's fucking enough. You shouldn't take his whole life. But check out this commercial for my new show coming out Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern and 7 p.m. Central. It's called Grown Folks Shh. And we just talking about shit and shooting the shit. That's not the right one. But since I have it up there, if you are interested and you're in the area, check out the 7 days in DC happening June 28th to July 4th. 2026. For more information, check out Political Drain on YouTube. Where's my dad? There it is. As you can see, it is definitely not for kids. Cool. So I hope you check it out that day. But anyways, we're about to go ahead and get into financial news. So if you want to learn about some financial, check this out. So this is a little good news and business news, financial news. So my brother is my superpower. Twin doctors left Richmond, built careers, and came back to lead. That's what I'm talking about. If more people did that, we would be all right. Y'all know I love bringing stories that remind us what's possible, because sometimes the news makes it seem like black folks are struggling. All black folks are victims and all black folks are behind. Well, tonight, let's talk about two black men who became doctors, built a successful medical practice, and are using that success to help others. Twin brothers James and Dr. James and Dr. John Bullock have built one of the most respected medical practices in the Richmond, Virginia area. The physicians have spent years serving patients while also becoming leaders in healthcare and community development. Their journey is a powerful example of what can happen when education, entrepreneurship, and service come together. What makes their stories especially important is that they didn't stop at becoming successful doctors. They expanded their impact by creating opportunities for others, mentoring future health professionals, investing back into the community, and investing back into the community. Their work has helped improve access to healthcare while also creating economic opportunities in the region. Yeah, they are. The brothers have become an example of something we don't hear enough about. Black wealth built through professional excellence, business ownership, and long-term community investment. Instead of simply earning income, they built institutions that can create opportunities for future generations. Their success story also highlights the importance of representation in healthcare. Studies have shown that diverse healthcare providers can improve trust, communication, and outcomes in undeserved communities by establishing a thriving medical practice. The Bullock brothers are helping to address those needs while leaving a lasting legacy. Now, this is the kind of financial news I wish got much as attention as celebrity drama. Because here's the lesson. Wealth isn't just about making money. Wealth is about ownership. Wealth is about building something that can outlive you. Wealth is about creating opportunities, not only for yourself, but for your community. These brothers didn't just become doctors, they became business owners, they became employers, they became examples, and that's the kind of story young Black boys and girls need to see more often. Sometimes the biggest flex isn't a luxury car or a designer outfit. Sometimes the biggest flex is owning the building. That's what I'm talking about. Now let's move on because we ain't done. I got a few more little tidbits in business that you might want to hear about. Um, Expert to America, Black America. You can future proof your job as AI threatens the markets. Y'all, if there's one thing we've learned over the last few years, it's that no job is guaranteed. Companies are laying people off. AI is changing industries. Entire careers are evolving overnight. So the question isn't whether the workforce is changing. The question is, are we changing with it? A career expert speaking with The Root is encouraging Black workers to focus on future-proofing their careers by developing skills that can adapt to changes in technology, automation, and economy. Why do you think I'm still back? Why do you think I'm back in school doing a master's? The article points out that industries are rapidly evolving. Artificial intelligence, data analytics, cybersecurity, healthcare technology, and other emerging fields could continue to grow. Rather than relying on one single degree or job title, experts recommend building transferable skills that remain valuable regardless of industry changes. These include critical thinking, communication, leadership. I have my yellow belt in Sigma 6 Lean. Let's see here now. Leadership, digital literacy, problem solving, and continuous learning. The goal is to create a career that can evolve as the job market evolves. The article also emphasizes the importance of networking, professional development, certifications, and staying informed about industry trends. Workers who regularly update their skills are often better positioned to adapt when new opportunities emerge. Damn, I fucked up with the Ronons. Or when economic shifts affect their current profession. For Black professionals specifically, the article argues that career resilience is especially important because economic downturns and workplace disruption have historically had disproportionate impact on Black workers. Building in-demand skills can create greater financial stability and career mobility. Now, let me tell y'all why this story jumped out at me. Too many of us were raised with the idea that if you get a degree, you're set for life. That's a lie. That's not the world we're living in anymore. The people winning today are the people who keep learning. As somebody working towards cybersecurity, I feel this one personally. Technology is moving fast. AI is moving fast, and it's not always the smartest one. The workforce is moving too damn fast. If you're not growing, you're falling behind. That's not meant to scare anybody. It's actually good news because you don't have to know everything. You just have to be willing to keep learning. Your greatest asset isn't your current job at all. Your greatest asset is your ability to adapt, for real. If you ain't adaptable, you're going to get ran the fuck over. Now, this is for the young ladies. I hope this helps you. The first 90 days, how young women can impress employers and set themselves up for success. Let's talk about something that doesn't get enough attention. Everybody talks about, ooh, sorry, Mavis. Sorry, I didn't know I was trying to I didn't know you were rubbing me. I was like, what the fuck is rubbing my leg? I reached down and poked her, I guess. Anyways, everybody talks about getting the job. But what happens after you get hired? Because the first 90 days on a new job can determine whether you become the person they can't live without or the person they forget was ever there. A recent article from Atlanta Daily World focuses on how young women can set themselves up for success during their first 3 months on a new job. Career experts say those first 90 days are often when employers form lasting impressions about employees' professionalism, attitude, work ethic, and potential for advancement. The advice is surprisingly simple. Show up on time, be prepared, ask thoughtful questions, bring a notebook while you're at it. I do that. Learn the culture of the organization, build relationships with coworkers and supervisors. Most importantly, will be willing to learn. That's the word of the day, I guess, the sentence. New employees, phrase, especially DEIs become demonized. Yeah, and all the damn DEI hires are at the White House. Just saying. The article also emphasizes the importance. Oh, wait a minute, I missed some. New employees all who demonstrate curiosity, adaptability, and a strong work ethic often stand out more than those trying to prove they already know everything. I can't stand a know-it-all. The article also emphasized the importance of observing before acting, understanding workplace expectations, communication styles, and company culture can help new employees avoid common mistakes while building credibility with their teams. For young professionals, those first few months can be the foundation for future promotions, leadership opportunities, and career growth. The habits established early often shape how colleagues and managers view an employee long term. Now, let me tell y'all something I wish more people understood. Your first 90 days aren't an audition for perfection. They're an audition for potential. Nobody expects you to know everything. What they want to know is, are you teachable? Are you dependable? Can they trust you? Do you show up? Do you take initiative? And honestly, this advice applies to everyone, not just young women. Whether you're 22, 42, or 62. At 65, your ass needs to retire. I'm sick of y'all. And when you start something new, people are watching how you work, how you communicate, and how you handle challenges. Look, 65, because I got issues with the motherfuckers in the White House, okay? All them people in Congress are old as Methuselah. Them motherfuckers was alive when my grandma was a child. They need to go. Sit down. Retire, please. Sometimes success isn't about being the smartest person in the room. Sometimes success is simply being the person people can count on. I try to do that my best. I really do. But anyways, let's keep moving because we're now in news on education. So let me go ahead and bring this down. And we're going to talk about what's going on in education for Black folks. You know what I'm saying? Where the hell is it? No, that's nosy news. There you go. So let's how Howard University, I went there, became the ultimate safe space for Black nerds. Well, it wasn't when I was there, but it should be now. Let's be honest. Most of us know Howard University because of the celebrities, the politicians, and the activists, and the famous alumni. But Howard isn't just a school. For generations of Black students, it's been a place where they did, didn't have to explain themselves, defend themselves, or shrink themselves to fit in. That's a lie. Them motherfuckers are bougie as hell up in there. They got a lot of rich Black kids up in there, and if you don't fit in, they will fuck with you. You think I'm playing? I didn't make it. I'm telling you. I rode a fucking bus an hour out of fucking DC to Maryland, as they say, to work at a Circuit City so I could pay for my shit. That is not true. But yeah, you do want to try. You do feel a little bit safer, at least. My daughter just graduated from Howard. Good on her. I only went a semester. The Root recently explored how Howard University became one of the most influential educational institutions in Black America. I was supposed to go to Morgan State. My mother made me go to Howard. I wanted to go to Morgan. Founded in 1867, shortly after the Civil War, Howard was created during a time when many Black Americans were denied access to quality higher education. Over the decades, it grew into one of the nation's most prestigious historically Black colleges and universities, HBCUs. What makes Howard unique is that it has long served as a place where Black students can pursue academic excellence while also being surrounded by people who share similar cultural experiences and aspirations. The university has produced generations of doctors, lawyers, educators, scientists, journalists, artists, and political leaders, including Kamala Harris and, am I saying her name right? I hope I am, and countless other influential figures. The article argues that Howard became more than a university. It became a community where Black identity was affirmed rather than questioned. Students often describe experience as one where they can focus on learning and growth without carrying additional burden of constantly being the only Black person in the room. In recent years, HBCUs like Howard have been renewed national attention as students increasingly seek educational environments that offer both academic rigor and a sense of belonging. I can't talk tonight. Now, this is why HBCUs matter. People hear safe space and immediately think weakness, but sometimes a safe space is simply a place where you can focus on becoming your best self instead of spending your energy proving you long belong. Couldn't get that sentence out right. Howard didn't become legendary because it lowered standards. Howard became legendary because it produced excellence. Doctors, judges, scientists, CEOs, civil rights leaders, journalists, people who changed this country. And whether somebody attends an HBCU, a BWI, private white institution, community college, trade college, or military training program. I was supposed to go to Annapolis. Every student deserves an environment where they can learn, grow, and succeed. That is so damn true. But that was not the school for me. I wanted to go to fucking Morgan. Shit. And I wanted to pledge Sigma Gamma Rho. All right. Right before we start the celebrity news, I take a moment and shout out small businesses, and I'm going to say it again. And please don't look at my chest. I really need to change this fucking shirt. I hate this shirt. I'll never wear this shirt again unless I monitor it. Anyways, if you have a commercial, throw it up my way. I'm not charging because shit, I don't even get paid for this shit. So, I mean, I got time. I'll throw it up here. I have no problem. Now, before I do that, if you like what I'm doing and you have something to say about it and maybe some recommendations, hit me up in the comments. Otherwise, please hit the like button, share, subscribe, and help me build this into a community because I want to talk to folks for real. I'm lonely. Shit. I'll say it loud. I'm lonely and not proud. I'm not proud. I'm lonely, damn it. There you go. All right, so before I do that commercial, I'm going to go ahead and do these 3 promos. Like I said before, if you're in the DC area and you got time and money, or if you just got time and you want to help, head to Political Drain on YouTube. They'll tell you more about it, but it's going to be happening in the DC area June 28th to June 4th, 2026. Once again, go check out Political Drain for more information. Let me move down. These titties are driving me crazy. I got to get rid of this. This shirt is not working for me. Now, if you like CBD and you like your lips popping, here's a Black-owned, female Black-owned company, CBD Honey Lips. You can find her on Threads, Twitter. She probably is on TikTok, and Instagram. Here you go. God dang it. Let me get some drink. I gotta stop yelling. Once again, that is CBD Honey Lips. Now, here go my commercial, and then we'll be back with celebrity shit.
It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the. It's just me and the fam. Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little titty, that's my girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with the racks out. Stay inside the house, turned.
I told y'all we gonna get out of here under 2 hours, so here we go. Jasmine Sullivan helps Philadelphia teen shine at. Oh, sorry, God dang it, didn't put it up there. I thought I had it up there. Okay, there it is. Jasmine Sullivan helps Philadelphia's teen shine at prom with special gown giveaway. Excuse me. So now this is the kind of celebrity news I love. No beef, no scandal, no arrest, no social media drama. Just somebody using their success to make a young person's life a little bit brighter. So Jasmine Sullivan, Grammy-winning Philadelphia native, Jasmine Sullivan recently stepped in to help a talented Philadelphia teen attend prom after unexpected financial challenges threatened to derail the experience. The student, who attends Philadelphia's prestigious creative and performing arts high school, I wish I could have gone to one of those, had been looking forward to prom but faced obstacles that made attending difficult. When Sullivan learned about the situation, she stepped up to help ensure the student could participate in one of the most memorable milestones of high school. Jasmine looks amazing, and I love her music. Yes, you do. Let's see here now. Let's see. According to the reports, Sullivan's generosity helped cover expenses associated with the event, allowing the teen to enjoy prom without financial stress hanging over the experience. The act of kindness quickly gained attention and reminded many fans why Sullivan is so loved, not just for her music, but for her connection to her hometown and community. That's what I'm saying. If richer people that get out of the hood came back and invested, we probably wouldn't have the hood. And we probably could freaking invest and have our own goddamn country. Get these motherfuckers out of our business. For the student and her family, the gesture meant much more than money. It was a reminder that someone they admired saw them, cared, and wanted to help create a special memory. See, this is what I'm talking about. People always ask what celebrities do with their influence. Well, this right here is a good example. A young person gets to have a memory they'll never forget. A family gets a little relief, and somebody uses their platform to lift somebody else up. Now, don't get me wrong. One act of kindness won't solve every problem, but if your life, I missed my place. Oh, here you go. But if successful people reach back and help somebody coming behind them, imagine how many lives could be changed. And let's be real, prom is one of those moments you remember for the rest of your life. The dress, the pictures, the friends, the excitement. Jasmine made sure the experience wasn't taken away from somebody because of finances. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. It didn't happen to me, but I like that she did it. Moving on, because unfortunately we still got more weird ass shit happening, and I don't know what else to do. Is this the right button? It is never the right button.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
God dang it. Let me close that damn button. All right, so why Kelly Price's latest bizarre behavior has her fans weirded out? Has Kelly gotten bigger? Damn. I mean, damn. That's not a good angle. The Root recently highlighted growing concern among fans regarding some of Kelly Price's recent public appearance and online activity. Price, known for her powerhouse vocals and hits spanning R&B, have recently expressed worry after observing behavior that they described as unusual or concerning. The discussion intensified on social media, where fans began debating whether Price may be going through personal challenges or whether people were unfairly scrutinizing her. As often happens online, speculation quickly spread without many verified facts. The article raises an important point about celebrity culture. Public figures often find themselves under intense scrutiny, with every interview, social media post, or public appearance analyzed by strangers. I don't be paying attention to people that much. What might be a difficult season, stress, grief, exhaustion, or simply a personality quirk can quickly become a viral discussion topic. At this point, there has been no verified public confirmation of any specific issue. Much of that conversation is based on fan observation and speculations rather than confirmed information. Now, let me say this. One thing social media loves to do is diagnose people from a phone screen. Somebody has a bad day, they're spiraling. Somebody acts different, something must be wrong. Somebody's gained weight, loses weight, smiles too much, doesn't smile enough, and suddenly the internet thinks it's a licensed therapist. I think it's okay to care about Kelly Price. I really wasn't paying attention to me. I think it's okay to wish her well. But I also think we should be careful about turning concerns into gossip when we actually don't know what's happening. Kelly Price has given us decades of music, inspiration, and some of the strongest vocals in the game. If she's going through something, I wish her peace. If she's not, then I hope people give her the grace to simply be human. Because, like I said, I don't be paying attention to people like that. Seriously, it's just not me. I don't like it. I don't like it. Now, here's some good goddamn news about a goddamn not a basketball player, a rapper. Lil Baby, who does not look so little. That's a nick. Damn, his neck got thick. Lil Baby says pays off $24K in student loans for Spelman College grad 4 years after she initially reached out. Damn, all you got to do is reach out to them? I need to reach out to some folks. Now, this is the kind of celebrity news I can get behind. Not who unfollowed who, not who was beefing on Instagram, not who got caught cheating. A young black woman graduated from college, and a rapper stepped up in a way that could literally change her financial future. That's what I'm saying. Maybe it's not too bad. See? Damn it. No, I'm sorry. You can't see what I see. That damn neck got big. What the hell is he on? Anyways, Atlanta rapper Lil Baby, he is not little, recently surprised a graduate of Spelman College by paying approximately $24,000 in student loan debt. I wish someone would do that for me. The gesture came as part of an event celebrating education, achievement, and community support. For many college graduates, student loan debt can follow them for years after graduation. Mine's been following me for almost 2 decades now. After affecting their ability to buy a home, start a business, save money, or build wealth. By eliminating that debt, Lil Baby didn't just give the graduate a gift, he potentially gave her a financial head start. The moment quickly gained attention online, with many people praising the rapper for using his success to support educational achievement. Now, I'm not telling y'all to go and beg any goddamn rappers for nothing. I promise you I'm not doing that, because I won't be doing that. I actually am related to some people that are famous. They will not talk to me, and I will not talk to them. I reached out to one, but he won't contact me back, and I'm trying to get him with the family, but whatever. I don't give a shit, because, I mean, hey, I didn't change my life. All right, so the story also highlights a reality facing many college graduates. Student loan debts continue to affect Black borrowers at a disproportionately high rates, making financial freedom more difficult to achieve even after earning a degree. See, this right here is what I call life-changing money. People hear $24,000 and think it's just a number. But for somebody carrying student loans, that could mean years of monthly payments. That could mean being able to save at home for a home, start a business, build an emergency fund, actually enjoy the paycheck you worked hard to earn. And let's give that young woman her flowers too. She graduated from Spelman. She put in the work. She earned that degree. Lil Baby didn't create her success. He simply removed one of the financial obstacles standing in her way. Sometimes helping somebody isn't about making them rich. Sometimes it's making their future a little lighter. I feel that, and I promise you, I got nothing but respect for this big baby that's calling himself Little Baby, because that damn neck is thick as hell. God dang. Moving on. Wait a minute. I'm missing one. I had a story on I'm missing one. I gotta go find it now. I hate doing that shit. I don't know why I didn't take a picture of it. Hold on. Because I have a fashion show if y'all are interested, but I haven't if y'all are interested, that is. Hold on. All right, there it is. This better be the right one. Yeah, this is the right one. All right, because I got mad about that. Let me try this again. No, it's not gonna work this time. Anyways, here you go. So Megan Thee Stallion brings hot girl energy to the Tony Awards in surprise Lady Marmalade moment. Here she is right here. She's actually playing a man role right there. That's supposed to be a man's role from what I heard. But at least she fits in the shit. So Megan Thee Stallion, now y'all know I love when black women walk into spaces they weren't necessarily built for them and remind everybody exactly who they are. And that's exactly what Megan Thee Stallion did at the Tony Awards. I did not watch that thing. Her dress is very strange though. When I get some pictures, you'll see. So Megan Thee Stallion turned heads during the Tony Awards with a high energy performance of the classic hit Lady Marmalade. Then the appearance quickly became one of the most talked about moments of the night as Megan brought her signature confidence, stage presence, and star power to Broadway's biggest celebration. The performance was a part of a larger tribute celebrating the enduring legacy of Lady Marmalade, a song that has crossed generations and musical genres. Fans praised Megan for blending her modern style with a classic record that many grew up hearing while introducing it to younger audiences who may not have been familiar with its history. I am familiar with it because they brought it back with Maya and was it the Brat and Missy Elliott and Christina Aguilera, all up in that bitch. I think Little Kim. Fans praised Megan for blending her modern style with a classic, I think Angie Martinez was in it, a classic record that many grew up hearing it. Social media lit up after her performance, with many viewers calling it one of the highlights of the show. For Megan, the moment represented yet another example of her expanding influence beyond hip hop in recent years. I'm still waiting for that damn anime. She's appeared in television projects, business ventures, major award shows, and high profile cultural events, continuing to prove she's more than just a rapper. Now, let me say this, whether Megan is your favorite artist or not, one thing you can't deny is that she knows how to own a stage. And I think moments like this matter because they show how black artists continue shaping American culture. One minute you're talking about hip hop, the next minute you're talking about Broadway, theater, fashion, television, music's all in the same conversation. If you're talking about a musical, I'm jumping over you after it's over and I'm the fuck out of here. I'm not staying. I hate musicals. If it's a musical on stage, I might stay. But if it's a musical in a movie or a cartoon, I'm fucking jumping over you and I'm heading for the exit. Fuck you. I'm still mad they tricked me into watching Mamma Mia. I didn't want to see that shit. They just broke out. They're outside. There's no music. And then they just broke out singing. The shit doesn't make sense. Anyways, and let's be honest, Megan walked onto stage like she knew exactly why she was there. So congrats to Megan. I'm not a huge what are her people? What are her people? Megan Thee Stallion, stallions or something. I don't know what her people are called. I'm not really one of the herd. I'm not part of the herd. I'm still old school with that. I'm still Missy Elliott all the way. Well, anyways, that's it for that one. Let's move back to my other stories. All right, here we have health. Fuck it, I'm too late. Anyways, we're in the health portion, so you know we're winding down. 5 ways to protect your memory from dementia. Let's talk about something that affects almost every family sooner or later. Memory loss, dementia, Alzheimer's. Most people think there's nothing they can do about it, but experts say there are actually steps we can take right now to help protect our brains as we age. According to health experts, while there's no guarantee way to prevent dementia, research shows that certain lifestyle habits can help reduce the risk and support long-term brain health. One of the biggest recommendations is staying physically active. Regular exercise increases blood flow to the brain and helps reduce conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, and obesity. I gotta get out of this damn bed. It's depression. I gotta start doing shit. Let's see here now. Experts also emphasize keeping your mind engaged. Oh, it's engaged. Reading, learning new skills, puzzles, taking classes, even meaningful conversations can help keep the brain active and challenged. The old saying, use it or lose it, may have more truth to it than many people realized. Another important factor is heart health. What's good for the heart is often good for the brain. Managing blood pressure, cholesterol, I'm working on it, blood sugar, and maintaining a healthy diet can help protect cognitive function later in life. Sleep also plays a major role. Researchers have found that poor sleep can affect memory and brain functions over time. Getting consistent quality sleep allows the brain to perform important maintenance and recovery process. Finally, maintaining strong social connections may help lower dementia risk. Spending time with family, friends. Believe me, when my great grandma had dementia. I am so sorry. I think one of my great aunts did, but I never met her. She looked crazy in that picture. I ain't gonna lie. She was the tallest thing in the picture. She looked like a big black Q-tip. I'm sorry, she did. She was skinny and she's tall and she had a big ass afro, and it didn't sit right. Looked like a Q-tip, really, like a black Q-tip, like an onyx Q-tip. All right, I'm gonna stop. Now, let me tell y'all why this story matters. A lot of us worry about our bodies, but we don't always think about protecting our brains. We spend money on skincare, hair care, and everything else. Shit, I gotta braid my hair this week. But your money is one of the most valuable things you'll ever have. Now I got god dang old boy in my head. Won't you braid my hair? And here's the good news. Most of these recommendations don't require a prescription. Walk more, read more, learn something new, get some sleep, call your people, stay connected, go touch grass. None of us can stop aging, but we can give ourselves a better chance at aging well. And stop walking on cold floors. Apparently, it gives you arthritis, according to my mother. And if you have elders in your family, I do, check them, spend time with them, have those conversations. Sometimes protecting memory starts with staying connected to the people we love. You try doing that when the person argues that they know they're damn right, even though they are very much wrong. You try doing it. I just let it go. I'm like, she's saying it wrong, but whatever. Anyways, moving on. I think I got the right one this time. I think. Yay! All right. It's summer. Apparently the devil is sitting on us, and he's sitting on us with balls all up in the south. I'm gonna tell y'all off the back. This is not the same summer we grew up on. This shit is serious. So, our 2026 sunscreen guide, expert picks for melanin rich skin. Let me ask y'all something. How many of us grew up hearing black people don't need sunscreen? Sunscreen. I didn't. I was not taught that I needed sunscreen. Be honest. I was taught I needed lotion because I was ashy. Be honest, because a whole lot of us were told that. Well, these experts say that's one of the biggest myths in Black health. Black Health Matters recently released its 2026 sunscreen guide, highlighting the importance of sun protection for all skin tones. While melanin does provide some natural protection against UV rays, it does not eliminate the risk of skin cancer and sun damage, hyperpigmentation, or premature aging. I have hyperpigmentation. In other words, black skin can burn, black skin can be damaged by the sun, and black skin benefits from sunscreen. One reason many black people avoid sunscreen is because older formulas often left behind a chalky white cast. Fortunately, newer products are being designed specifically with darker skin tones in mind, offering lightweight protection without the ashy appearance that many people dislike. Experts recommend using a broad spectrum sunscreen with at least SPF 30 and applying it daily, not just when heading to the beach or a pool. UV exposure happens while driving. Well, I know that's damn right, because you get stuck in traffic and it's hot as hell. You ain't going nowhere, and that sun is cooking. Walking, gardening, exercising, and doing everyday activities. Consistent protection can help reduce dark spots, uneven skin tones, and long-term skin damage. The guide also notes that different products are available for different needs, including mineral sunscreens, chemical sunscreens, moisturizers with SPF, formulas designed for sensitive skin. Now, let me tell y'all something. Growing up, sunscreen was not a conversation in a lot of black households. We heard, baby, you're black, you'll be fine. But what we are learning now is that protecting your skin isn't about trying to avoid getting darker. It's about taking care of the skin you're in. And ladies, If you ever spent money on serums, moisturizers, dark spot correctors, or expensive skincare products, sunscreen may be one of the cheapest ways to protect the investment. So whether you're at the beach, at a cookout, I have missed cookouts, walking the dog, I'm not walking no dog, or just running errands, don't sleep on sunscreen. The future will thank you. I'm just saying. Now that is it for most of our regular stories. We're gonna move into animals or doing some shit. But before I do that, I am really on my thing. So before I go on, I'm gonna do my show's commercial, new show with a friend of mine. We were collaborating, just shooting the shit, talking about everything. You won't see this it's no VTuber, it's just real talk from real aunties. We don't want to show our faces, so you're just gonna see our little emblems, but we're gonna talk shit. We might put stuff on the screen, we might not, I don't know. But I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all that commercial, and then I'm also gonna, before I forget, I'm gonna promote this one more time. As always, if you are in the DC area, I know you're getting sick of this, but I'm trying to push y'all to go. If you're in the DC area and you have the time, or if you have the time and the money and you want to get involved, go check 7 Days in DC. Most of the information you want will be at Political Drain on YouTube. This is happening June 28th to July 4th, 2026. Just reminding you. Now here goes my new show. It's called Grown Folks Shh. We just shooting the shit and taking questions. Sometimes if you want to jump in, you can ask questions. We might go ahead and start a whole new tantrum. Now, where the hell is it? I lost it again. God dang it. I hate when I lose my damn stuff. Where the hell did I put it? No, that's not it. Give me a second. There it is. Once again, Friday, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central. Look at this. So, Connecticut officers respond to 2 loose pig calls in one day. Why the hell are the pigs loose in Connecticut? I didn't know there were farms in Connecticut. I don't know what the hell is in Connecticut, real talk. I just know it's Connecticut. Every time I think about it, I think about AT&T or the other one, the old school telephone companies. Anyways, y'all, I need somebody explain this to me. How do you lose 1 pig? Better yet, how do you lose 2 pigs? Because apparently somewhere in Connecticut, there's a pig on the run right now. Like right now. And authorities are asking the public for help. I ain't helping you. Pigs can run you over. That motherfucker is big. I'd rather sit on it and let it take me somewhere before I stop it. No. I love my body. I love me. I am someone's child. Police and animal control officers in Woodbridge, Connecticut responded to not 1, but 2 separate calls about loose pigs wandering around town. Early Tuesday morning, officers received reports of bacon roaming through a residential neighborhood. I don't eat pork. After a coordinated effort involving animal control officers and veterinarian staff, the first pig was safely captured. But here's where the story gets interesting. Officials later learned there was a second pig wandering around a different area of town. While authorities successfully rounded up the first pig, the second one apparently got the memo and remains at large. As of the latest photos, reports, animal control officers are still searching for the lighter colored pig. That's that little one that looked like Piglet in the very small corner. That little shape right there, that's Piglet. And trying to determine where the animal came from and who owns them. I just want y'all to know, wherever there's something like a dark person or something, there's always going to be a pink one fucking it up for people. No injuries were reported, and the pigs seemed to be more interested in sightseeing than causing trouble. Still, local residents have been keeping an eye out for what has become one of the strangest stories of the week. Let's just hope you don't walk into its shit. That's what I'm scared about. Now listen, I don't know what kind of buddy movie this is, but 1 pig got caught and the other pig said, "Good luck, officer. I'll see y'all later." Somewhere out there is a pig watching the news right now, seeing his partner get arrested and saying, "I gotta stay low." And let's be honest, if this pig survives another week on the run, it's officially smarter than some people we've covered tonight. I say that with my heart of hearts. I really do. And that's it for the news. Now, if you wish to stay, we're about to drag because it's fashion night. And I do this on Wednesdays if I have time, or on Sundays when I have time, and there are people that want to. So we're going to go ahead and look at fashion. We're going to look at the gala again. We're going to look at some more people who were at the gala again. But these are different pictures. So it's time to check out fashion. And then we're going to say goodnight. And I'm going to go fuck off somewhere and turn my homework in.
All I ever wanted was $2 million cash quick. Yeah. All I ever wanted was $2 million.
All right. So look, this is, you already know who this is. Cardi B at the gala. Can somebody tell me why it looks like she didn't finish her dress? This shit don't look finished. It looks like someone just got really frustrated with her and threw a ball of yarn on her. For real. Her hair is lovely. The shades are strange. But the outfit, what the hell's going on? I don't understand. I see corset. What is the theme? I don't get it. I'm very lost here. What are we doing? What do I do with this? I'm lost. Anyways, moving on. This is Anuk Yai. Okay, I almost was with her from the front because I saw the dress from the front, but now that I see this, what is this? This looks like a big mouth snake with no eyes is trying, or maybe the eyes are in the back. It looks like it's trying to eat you, and it's doing a good damn job of it. That's what it does. Love the necklace, but the dress looks like you're being eaten, and it's scary. It's a fetish. It feels like it's a fetish thing to me. Her eyes look kind of pink. That's probably what happened. She's a little, they just got her high and put her in a snake's mouth. That's what she did. That's what they did. They put her in a giant snake's mouth, a giant brown snake. Or is that green? I don't know. This is terrifying. Oh, Lord, it looks like somebody put her in there. Okay, now Kiki's hair is interesting. I don't think I could come off with that part. So is it corsets? Is it just corsets? Is that what they just saying? The theme is wear a corset? Because it feels like that's what it is. She is finally showing her age. I ain't even going to lie. She is showing. It's the motherhood. Motherhood will age your ass. She is showing her age. Tell me she ain't. All right, moving on. And she still got baby hair. I don't understand that shit. I have baby hair, but it's because I was giving it against my authority. Yeah, this has to be corsets. Because this dress right here, ma'am, love you. But what the hell is going, her hands are kind of big. What the hell is going on here? This looks like a corset behind a hat. What is this? Is this supposed to be mermaid? I think you were supposed to get a little thinner, go a little lower. This they fucked you up, ma'am. They fucked you up. This is the times 100 gala, by the way, not the Met Gala. This is the 100 times 100 gala. That's it actually. So that was a short night. They didn't have that much stuff, I guess. Hold on, let me go all the way up to the top because I could have sworn I saw another outfit, or was it just them three? Oh no, here we go, some more. I guess it didn't finish loading all the way. I need to refund it. Okay, like this right here. Look, ma'am. If you wanted the shingle thing, why didn't you just go buy one of them dresses? Why does it look like you just got beat up and they just threw it on you? Like, fuck it. This is even worse than I thought. I thought it was bad here. How does she sit down? The best person up in here, best part of break. Anyways, is him. Isn't it No, this ain't Cheeto. This is the other dude. I forgot what his name is. What is his name? Somebody tell me. I forgot. I'll remember when this is over. I know I will. Let me refresh this. Maybe there's some more people in it before I call it a night. Because we are now finished at the 2-hour thing. This is just extra. If you wanted extra news, you ain't going to get it. I'm just shooting the shit right now. That is an ugly ass dress. I did not know that was the whole dress. Let me see here now. Who is this? Oh, I think this is somebody different. This is supposed to be Lala. I hope it comes up. If it doesn't, I can't do shit about it. It is not coming up. Let me try one more time. It's hot as hell. I'm telling you, it's hot. Where's my fan? There you go. Oh, they're not going to show us old girl. They're not going to show us her. That's fucked up, man. That's really fucked up. But yeah, so we got Cardi B, unfinished dress. She is in something that looks absolutely unfathomable. Okay, she looked like she just came after seeing her kid. She just left her kid somewhere. This dress is weird, just weird, and yeah, I can't get no more pictures, so I'm so sorry we couldn't see, but we'll do more fashion later. Let's, oh Jesus, let me lean down again. This is terrifying. I'm never gonna wear this shirt again, that's for sure. My titties don't do that. They really have never done that. So yeah, anyways, that's it. Thank y'all for coming tonight. I love y'all so much. Without y'all I would be nothing. They if you're still interested, don't forget to come over here on this channel on Friday at 8 p.m. Central, no, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. All right. I already showed y'all the commercial. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all and good night. Where is my closer? Where the hell? Oh, there it is. Good night.
I can't say, no, I always gotta go. Playing house to stay home with my soul on the road. I can't stay. No, I always gotta go. Playing house to stay home with my soul on the road.